So this is the end results of aircraft stripper remover. You can see that it cleaned it off really good. If you remember right, this was all black. There's still a little bit of paint in there I need to get out of there, but this stuff worked really good. It was really easy to come off. I want to clean this up a little bit better before I send this off to the powder coaters, but that'll be put in the box for that. This as well, I just got to do all the prep work, taping all this up around here where the sprocket goes on here and the bolt holes in here. You know, I'm just gonna leave these in here per se like that and just screw them down in there, whatever, like that, and let him powder coat over the top of that, or however we're gonna figure that out. We'll get those all prepped out. Another thing is I wanted to show you guys this wheel, this front wheel. I did a aircraft stripper remover on this wheel here, and if you remember right, I was talking about some like delaminations on the wheel itself, or oxidation, or whatever you want to call it, or oxidation oxidization, or whatever you want to call it. Like I said, this here, if you look up if you look in here real well, you can kind of see what I call a delam. So the metal, I think it's just old. When I ordered these wheels, I seen a picture of the bike that these were on, and along with the swing arm. So I cannot freaking talk today. How damn annoying. Anyways, I had a late night last night. I went through a really bad storm yesterday. I had to drive up to Everett, Washington in a semi truck and make deliveries up there, and I had a hell of a time. So, and I had to drive all the way back, and it took me 16 hours. I drove all the way. If you guys don't know where Everett, Washington is, it is 200 miles away from Portland, and I had to go to mile marker 187, and from 187 all the way to, I would say, mile marker 67, I drove 35 miles. It took me 16 hours to drive all the way from Everett back to here in a bad weather storm. But anyway, so probably I'm just tired. But yeah, so my wheel, if you look, like I showed you before, you can kind of see the delamination in there, whatever you want to call it. So I want to take those out of there. I want both these wheels to look really good. And I want them to turn out really well for the powder coater, because basically, you know, it's the outer clothing of the bike. You know, I mean, a lot of people, the first thing they look at, they look at your tank, they look at your paint, and so and your wheels. So I want to get these all cleaned up. I want to get this delamination out of here. So I'm going to use some of these fiber discs and see if they'll clean the wheel up good enough. This is 120 grit. If I've got to go to 80, I will. And then we'll take a 120, go 220, and then we'll take some sandpaper to it. But basically, I kind of messed around with it before I started doing the video. So this is what we got here. It polished it up pretty good. So there was some delamination right here that it kind of buffed it out. So I want to finish all that. I want to get these wheels looking great and make sure they're nice for the powder coater, and they'll look really nice. But basically, that's what I'm going to be doing today, because the weather has been really shitty, and I'm freaking tired of it. And I'm hoping that it's gonna stop soon, but I don't think it is. And anyways, so basically I'm gonna get to that and get started on the wheels, and then I'm gonna show you an end result. All right guys, so this is what I ended up with. I got some of the delams out, but I cleaned it up real good, got it real nice and clean and shiny and a lot better than what it was. So end results. So basically what I did was I used, let me get this out of the way for a minute. I used this here, these fiber discs, and I used a 120, a 220, and then what I did is I used a 300 grit sandpaper. Let me sit down here for a minute. I've been standing up all day. Used the 300 grit sandpaper on it, wet sanded it with soapy water, and basically got most of the crap off of it. So hopefully it'll turn out real good. I got to do the rear wheel. I'm gonna do some more on my triple tree, clean that up a little more, but basically that's what's going on. I know all I'm doing on my videos is talking, but just give me a thumbs up or a like or subscribe and let me know what you think of my wheel. So I'm hoping to get my stuff over to the powder coater probably next week. So I got to get all my parts together, and I want to get them powder coated. I want to get the tires on the wheels and mount them on the bike, and then I want to get my bike over to my buddy's shop so he can do the exhaust and get the final mock-up done on that, and the if I have enough money, and the adapter plates for the rear sets. So because those will be all powder coated and everything, and probably going to do a little bit more on this hub right here, clean this hub up a little bit more. I want to try to get this scar out of here if I can. You can see that scar right there. I want to try to get it off of there, but so I'm going to do another video tomorrow, and yeah, so I need to get my stuff boxed up, and I got some of my parts over there in the box already, but that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to work on the rear wheel and get that done, but basically that's all I did with this, and you guys can figure out how to do that. If you have a drill, just go to like Harbor Freight and get you some fiber wheels and get you a 120 or 180. I used 120 grit. Let's see. Yeah, 120 grit. And then I went up 100, went up to 220 grit, and then I went up 100 each time. So, but I've got, this wheel is so damn clean you can probably eat off of it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The powder coating should cover up a lot of the delaminations in here are clean. I got most of them out, but some of them I just couldn't get out, so I'm hoping that it does cover that up. But anyways, like I said, give me a like or a subscribe. I really appreciate it. I got 66 subscribers. I need 100, man. I need 100 subscribers. So I know you guys are probably tired of this bored working on bike stuff, but I am gonna get there, and I'm gonna get it done. So anyways, you guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.